Rob and Slim Show.
Hey,
Bob.
Yo.
looks like I'm coming in at the right time. You're talking
Perfect
about
timing.
veiny cops beating people up in the subway.
SWAT teams.
Tuesdays.
Yeah. This is every week for Slambo.
Every time I go to Philly, man.
You get spit on.
He gets spat on by a hobo.
Spit on or cursed off for no reason.
I wonder why.
Philly brings it out in people. I want to tell you, I called and somebody hung up on me. So
That
I'm
was
really
Slam.
pissed
That was
off
Slambo.
right
I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
I punched Slim and he like pressed the button.
That's me.
Happy holidays. Do you have your Starbucks cups? Have we?
Nah.
You got those? Are we fighting over those?
Well,
I got Wawa
Wawa.
coffee. But a Four Loko.
I got a crush.
Bob, I'm
I
drinking.
got a Four Loko.
We're drinking
Much better.
strawberry lemonade Four Lokos.
I got
To
the
reminisce summer with being
I got
60.
the star right there.
It's a work of modern art. I don't think you can say it.
You got a full studio now. You got another guy there.
Yeah.
I'm double fisting.
Right?
We got our old intern back. He came back for the holidays, and we got our friend Dave Hodge. He's another comedian, Bob. He's in live.
Yep.
How are you, honey?
Dave, hey, cheers, guys.
Thank you.
Cheers.
I'll drink it.
What are you
Are you
drinking,
drinking,
Bob?
Bob?
Actually, right now I am drinking a little bit of red wine because I had a little steak for dinner, and I'm just kind of mellowing out now. So yeah, it's that time of year.
Nice.
I got veal parmesan because I like it young.
Hey, speaking of young, I was looking at your Twitter page, and Flirt Rider Doll says this is her favorite day of the week because I get to listen to the Rob and Slim Show. It's the best motherfucking podcast ever.
There you go.
So shout out to Rider Doll.
She's amazing.
She's awesome.
She's amazing. She does a weekly segment on her show called Ryder Reacts to Urban Dictionary.
Really?
And it's so good.
This is a real girl. This isn't a dude.
No.
In a
No,
wig.
Slambo, stop doing that.
She's a real dude. She's a real girl.
She's a real dude.
She's a real girl with a big penis.
We've had her on 3 times for interviews. Yeah,
She's a woman.
She's amazing.
Real
She's
woman.
all women. All women.
Geppetto made her. She's a real woman.
Yeah, she's fantastic.
Fantastic.
She's fantastic.
All right. Well, it's good to be back on with you folks. I wanted to get on a little earlier to kind of check out the conversation, to come in and and be a hot swap, right?
Yeah.
But I was at CVS. You guys been to CVS lately? You got CVS
Done in a
pharmacies
while.
out there?
Yeah.
We
Yeah,
do
we
have
got
them,
'em.
but I haven't been in a CVS in like
I'm not allowed in
17
anymore.
I was
years.
just going to say, I actually wasn't
Okay.
allowed in the
Well, here-
town I lived in because I stole, like...
Many changes to CVS. I'm really not doing material on you right now, but this I had to go there for a couple things. And listen, this whole place has changed. It used to be you go and you get cold medicine and shampoo, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, I remember that.
Now
And some candy.
The old family planning aisle, which was misnamed to begin with. It should have been planning to not have a family aisle. You go and get your condoms and other kind of birth control.
Family
Well, now
Birth control.
You've got a whole
Massage
wine
stuff.
aisle, a complete wine aisle with foreign and domestic wine. You've got premium hard liquor, and that aisle that used to be the family planning aisle, there are, and I'm not shitting you, you go there, you count it, 25 different kinds of personal lubes.
Oh,
That's it?
yeah.
Good.
Listen,
What's your favorite one?
different kinds of dildos and a cock ring.
Wait,
at
they
CVS.
sell dildos at CVS?
Where
Get
is
out.
this? What? Where is this?
I've seen the vibrating like finger thing.
Yeah,
I've got one of those ones.
And
Yeah,
I've also
I did.
seen what is that? Kegel balls. I've seen Kegel balls.
Kegel balls I haven't seen. But dildos at
That I
CVS?
haven't seen.
Are you sure you were in a CVS, Bob?
Yes, I was in a CVS, exactly. I really
LGBT
was.
CVS.
They should have had like the pink curtains at each end of that aisle. Like,
Did they have pink socks
video
too?
stores.
Porn universe.
Right. There's a door that you can't go into unless you're over 18.
In the Beyond room.
Could have had that. Yeah, so I'm buying cock rings and booze. I still got to show them ID to get a decongestant.
Just don't pay for it. You'll be all right.
Bob, you ever use a cock ring, Bob?
No, I actually never have. I saw them, and I understand their purpose, but I've never actually used one. How about you?
Yeah, I did because I was having problems. I don't know, I'm going to derail this interview, but I was having problems getting hard, and I read on the internet that if you get a cock ring, it can help you stay hard.
What does it do? Just
it just vibrates.
It cuts off the blood flow.
Does it squeeze?
Yeah, just like squeeze, like it squeezes it. Yeah, it cuts off, like Dave said. It didn't work, but
but before you get the cock ring, get a woman.
That might be the issue. Or maybe that was the issue, Bob. It might have been that I had a woman. Maybe I needed a man. Maybe that's why I couldn't stay on.
Where's
Allegedly. That man is now sleeping.
Or is he? Wink.
Nod.
That's what they want you to think. They want you to think they're sleeping.
You know what? I'm on the. I have to skip the ad to get back to your the live show. You know that happens every now and again.
Yeah, on Ustream. I know it's really
there you
annoying.
There we go. Say hey.
We're waving to you, Bob.
Hey, I'm waving back.
Right. Slambo just pushed me out of the way so he could wave to you.
Slambo punched Slam to wave to you.
I'm tweaking a nipple.
Did you guys have a good Thanksgiving?
Yeah, no, I weren't.
I had a great one.
I had lots of shrimp.
I stayed home.
Right.
Who said they had shrimp on Thanksgiving?
I did.
Slam.
I ate it as an appetizer before the turkey.
So he filled up on
I ate both. So.
Oh, you ate both?
Okay.
I like that.
Right.
I had shrimp.
Thanksgiving, shrimp the usual.
But the shrimpiness
I was
there.
shrimping in Philly with this homeless man. Get it?
And then he spit on me. That made it hotter.
We've been talking for 5 minutes. We got homeless people, cock rings, booze, and I knew this was going to happen.
We've got the gamut. We've run the gamut.
I like shrimpies.
What? Did you guys watch the Lions game?
What's that?
Did you guys watch? Did you guys get subjected to the Detroit Lions game on Thanksgiving? I'm from Detroit, so I have to watch that.
I think
it was on. I know it was on, but we had the Honeymooners marathon going.
I think that was on. I didn't watch anything.
I was switching between the Honeymooners and Godfather.
Nice.
So that would have been good. I was never a big Honeymooners fan, but I'll take the Godfather over anything the Lions are putting out there. The fucking Lions have ruined more Sundays than a stuttering priest. They suck, and now
that depends on the altar boy.
And they subject to this on Thanksgiving, and everybody's in Detroit's all excited. Hey, we're 6-4. We're going to play the Vikes. We're going to move up in the standings, maybe challenge for the division. No, we took a shit again and lose embarrassingly, and now we're 6-5. And
what else, Bob? Did you do any Black Friday shopping?
I did not do any Black Friday shopping. I approximated it. I don't like Black Friday, so what I do is I shop online on Black Friday and invite a mob of strangers to just come mill around my computer.
Cyber Monday's where it's at, man.
Yeah, that's where it's at.
Yeah.
Dude, yeah, but everybody at the library gets scared when I'm new.
You're not allowed to use those computers.
Notice, like every year, it doesn't matter. It doesn't matter how good the economy's going or how bad. Everybody the retailers we got to have a good Black Friday or it's going to be curtains. And every year it's like the economy's going gangbusters. Like there's like 2% unemployment. And we still had bad Black Friday. What the fuck? Yeah. It's like, what do you only sell things that people want and need. Why do you have such trouble doing that? Take the fucking money. It's not that hard.
Well, you know what it is? The sale wasn't as big of a thing like 30 years ago. It was all about, hey, we're happy. It's Black Friday. We finally made our nut. We should be good for the rest of the year. We could ease off and lower some prices now that we're done paying what we have to for our overhead for the year. Yeah. However, now it's like, hey, let's have people trample each other and have our insurance go up for the store.
Yeah, you got a bunch of tard bags hitting each other over a fucking Xbox.
You have a bunch of people out like spitting on you.
You got these hobos spitting on you.
You got hobos spitting on you at the store.
Well, you're just trying to grab a needle off the sidewalk.
Over a fucking Xbox. A bunch of fucking animals.
And then they steal your bike on the guy's
drugs.
They do.
It was a Wii box, and it was the homeless guy selling it.
You get poked with a dirty needle over a Wii box.
Then your Nintendo's switching on you.
You ever have a Nintendo Switch on you? Slambo goes a different route for Black Friday.
He goes to Philly.
Go to Philly and fight homeless people at the train station.
That's just Black Friday.
It's better. It's better like that.
Bob, have you ever had a homeless guy pick you out of a crowd and spit on you?
I did listen to that story, and I was trying to figure out what you did for this guy to spit on you.
Absolutely.
So he's with a crowd of people, and this dude decides out of the crowd of people, I'm gonna say fuck you to this specific guy and spit on him for no reason.
It might have been his Mein Kampf shirt. I don't know.
He spit on another dude. He spit on this Indian.
Yeah, but it wasn't the group that you were with.
And then he
American Indian or an Indian Indian?
An Indian.
Oh, the Redskins had the night.
And then he ran him down, right?
And then
you ran him down.
Yeah, I ran.
Showed him the error of his ways.
Yeah. So he says.
I was gonna kill him.
Well, luckily,
it's a good thing the cops got to him first.
He was gonna kill all 3 of them.
A lot of holes in this story, Bob.
I would have gotten arrested right there.
Not if you only killed 3/5 of a person.
I believe about 2% of this story.
I don't believe none of it.
The entire story is true.
I think he was definitely spit on, but I think he's not giving us the full context.
He doesn't tell how much he paid to be spit on.
I said absolutely nothing to this motherfucker, man. I said absolute. I am innocent man. Dude. Innocent man.
Until proven guilty.
It seems here it's guilty until proven innocent.
That's a rough town, man. This is a true story. I was in New York right around this time last year, and they had this was right around the United Nations building, and they had Santas, and I don't know what the thing was, but they had Santas at almost every corner, and they were helping walk people across the street because there was these traffic jams. Okay. And 2 Santas got into a fight and literally beat the shit out of each other.
Yes.
In the middle of the street. And I sat there and I watched this, and I think, is this choreographed? Is this for real? And it was, they were trying to keep their costume on while they're beating the shit out of each other. They're trying to keep the holiday spirit going. But this is the kind of thing that you only get in big cities. And I love that about big cities.
Second Saturday every December.
Sitting up in the subway.
Have you ever been to SantaCon, Dave?
Yeah. Well, not SantaCon, but I've been through the
crossing
thing.
Through it?
Yeah, when I happen to be in the city, I'm like, fuck, that's why it's so crowded today. And you see all these fuckers in the Santa outfits running around and and then like he said, you're watching them fight each other, but then fighting to keep their beards on at the same time.
Isn't there only supposed to be one Santa?
No. There's like 10,000 Santas running around Manhattan.
I'm gonna go.
That's gonna be 2 more weeks. You'll see that. Not this week. No, actually next weekend. This is the first Saturday of December. It's second Saturday of December. Next weekend.
How do you explain it?
I'm gonna go to a Slambo clause.
No.
I'm not making it up. And I saw what I saw.
I totally believe it. I've seen that.
Beards on.
Wow.
How do you explain to your kids that there's more than one Santa?
Thankfully, when my son saw it, he was old
enough. Yeah.
Right. They're highly competitive and angry.
Bob, what is your favorite city besides
it's just cosplay?
Other than Michigan to perform in? And other than Detroit.
My favorite city. This is going to be a weird one, but this is absolutely true. Fargo, North Dakota.
I've heard that before.
Fargo?
Really?
Oh, yeah. The comedian I know, JJ Boyd, he's there like twice a year. And he's like doing Fargo, and I forget the place in Iowa that he goes to. He's like, no, they're really fun crowds. I'm like, yeah, but it's Iowa and Fargo. What are you talking about? He's like, yeah, but it's cold, but there's so much fun. I don't remember
anything remarkable about Iowa, but in Fargo, there's a club called Courtney's, and it's actually right across the river in Moorhead, Minnesota. But it's Fargo, right?
Right.
And you're the only game in town. They treat you like a rock star. 4 shows, and it's a New York style club. A bunch of 2-tops. Here's your beer. Or here's your bourbon. There's the stage. Look that way. Shut up. No nachos. Nobody interrupting the show. And it's just I cut a CD there in 2008 or 9. I forget. But yeah, Fargo, North Dakota, one of my favorite places.
Cool. The people are cool too.
No, like he said,
they're very cool.
Like he said, it's the only game in town. So that's all they got. So that's their night out for like probably another few months.
Yeah.
So they're like looking
so they're looking to have a great time.
Most crowds, when you go, not all of them are ready to enjoy a comedy show.
Yeah.
But in a situation like that, that's all they're there for. They're like, all right, now make me laugh. Let's go. And they're waiting. It's like,
exactly,
all right, that was funny.
And
Let's go.
Want to
Let's
laugh.
keep it rolling. Let's keep it rolling.
Yep, cool. That's exactly it. You are the entertainment, and
Yes.
They really dig it, and they get crowds. They sell out every show. I think the club seats 200 tops, low ceiling.
So the whole town.
It's stand up heaven.
Yeah. And well, another thing I was going to ask Bob, in I think it was our first interview, you said you liked Sacha Baron Cohen.
I do.
And
I do.
Have you seen
I
Eric
don't remember
Andre?
if you're a fan though.
Oh yeah, I love him. But I didn't know if you've seen Eric Andre because he does kind of that style. I didn't know if you have seen anything
Eric
he
Andre's
does.
awesome.
He is
I
great.
did. I was watching.
No, I can't say that I have. Although I've heard the name a couple of times.
Yeah, if you get the chance, definitely check out.
Like really in face with the audience.
What was that, Bob?
Is he like really confrontational with the audience? Is he
More like
that style guy?
On the street type stuff.
He likes to fuck with the
okay,
guests.
yeah.
He will fuck with guests too,
his
though.
stage show isn't like that, but his comedy, he's very upfront. He doesn't take any shit on stage.
And when he'll have like a guest.
he'll go anyway on stage.
Yeah.
He's in the second Ace Ventura movie.
Is he?
Like, the part where they're in that one warlike African village.
When they're spitting.
Yeah, when they bring out the guy in the back. No.
One of my favorite movies. One of the most idiotic movies ever.
Yes. That's the best. That's the best out of comedy. It doesn't make sense. It's just stupid, but it's so funny.
But back when they were good, like nowadays when someone tries to do something like that, it doesn't come out as good as like something back then they could
or they
pull
do it
off.
with women.
Yeah.
I think the last good one was like
What's-Her-Face.
Anchorman. For like stupid comedy.
Anchorman 2 I loved. A lot of people didn't like that though.
Yeah, I'm saying the entire series.
The entire 2.
The entire 2, yeah. Not series, but the 2, yeah.
The Intour series.
Well,
The couple.
The Tourgy.
I watched the documentary last night.
Do it.
But I'm gonna tell you guys to skip. I had high hopes for this. It's called Jim and Andy. Have you heard about this?
No.
It was about the making of Man on the Moon, where Jim Carrey played Andy Kaufman.
Yes, I watched the trailer for that. Yeah, I did hear this. I watched the trailer on Netflix the other day. Go on.
And it was, and I was really looking forward to it, and it was, sort of mildly entertaining. But Jim Carrey is just so lost in his Hollywoodness now that there's no funny left. There's no juice. There's just nothing. And he's actually telling stories about how when he was on set, he was doing this whole method bullshit, and that the Kaufman family were referring to him as Andy so he wouldn't have to leave character. And at the same time, Kaufman's daughter, who nobody knew about, apparently she was in her, late 20s at the time, came to meet him in his trailer and to say hello to her quote-unquote dad.
Ridiculous.
Wow.
Can you imagine what a fucking bizarre scene that was? Jim Carrey playing her dad for real.
That's so...
And that was that's all true, or do you think he made that up?
No, he
made that up, but I was hoping for, some funny, some, there was, some of the stuff that the behind the scenes footage was funny, but the guy was, it just bummed me out that there was no joy in this thing at all.
He played the part great, and they said he even had a lot of trouble coming out of the character after he did that.
That might be the role that just...
That fought.
Yeah.
Well, you also have to remember though, that was the whole thing.
The scenes where you got this director Milos Forman, right? Who's this very serious? I don't know what is German. No, Milos Forman. What was he? I don't understand his nationality, but he had a very thick accent, and he's always trying to get Carrey to come out of character, and he won't. So he's telling the character. He's telling Carrey as Kaufman or as Tony Clifton, can you please tell Jim I need to talk to him? I'm like, go fuck yourself. You're so fucking lost in your Hollywoodness, you can't even carry on a conversation. It's just shit, You
also have to remember, Jim Carrey is the same guy that abandoned his family because he needed to be more committed to doing his comedy.
I didn't know that.
Left his wife and kid behind.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
So, that's kind of a shit thing to do. Like, what a shitty father.
Scummy.
Yeah.
That's kind of shitty.
Yeah.
So
I didn't know that.
Oh, but then he became like a serious actor, and that's
then he did Kick-Ass, and then he spoke out about
Kick-Ass 2. He wasn't in the
Kick-Ass 2, and then he spoke out about violence in movies causing violence
right, where he was in one of the most violent,
which was one of the better movies he had done in a long ass time.
I did love when he played the homeless guy in Philly who spit on you, though.
Yeah,
he pulled a full Robert Downey Jr. with the makeup and everything.
Yeah,
I didn't know it was him till the credits.
Came out in Coalface, man, and
oh no, cutting the mic.
I didn't want to say that.
No more.
What was that, Slambo?
You know what's weird?
Yeah.
I didn't want to say
I'm talking to you guys with this like a 10-second delay on the video.
There is.
So I have no idea. Like when?
Come on, rookie! Don't listen to the radio.
So you're trying to watch the reactions, and you're like, they're not laughing at my joke, and then like 10 seconds later, you see us laughing, and you're like, wait, what are they laughing about?
It's like watching a dubbed like kung fu.
They're laughing secretly at my joke that bombed. Those fuckers.
Oh, sorry. Bob.
Oh wait, they like that one.
As long as Ryder Doll is listening, then we're okay.
She is. Bob, what advice would you give somebody just starting out in comedy?
Oh, just starting out in comedy. I would say just get on every single stage you can get on as many times as you can. This is gonna sound like a huge cliche, and it is, but it's the truth. It's the uncomfortable, awful truth about this business. Don't be afraid to fail.
No,
just get up there, and even if you're worried about whether a joke is going to hit or not, but you believe in it, do it.
Yeah,
and keep doing it. Many times until the audience proves that it sucks, and then stop doing it. But. Just get up. Just keep doing it. Just listen to the crowd. And there's one other thing I would tell people too. And this. I don't mean to be preachy, but there's a thing going around with some of this particular generation of comics. The newer ones coming up. But I mean, really new. Like the open mic and MC kind of people. I would tell them, please give a shit about your audience. Do that, okay? Care that they're there and they paid to see you. That's another.
They just act like what, too cool for the room. Like,
yeah. I know better than you, millennial fucking douchebags.
Yeah,
that's a lot of them.
Yeah. And I've seen it. You see it in every generation. There's just people like that. But this one is particularly rife with that attitude.
There's a larger number of those
assholes. This is my joke. Like, no, listen. It's show business, okay? And business is the most important part of it. So. Yeah, but I'll be honest to God, I've told so many young comics that, and they still don't get it. They just don't get the fact that you got to give a shit about your audience.
I have two crazy questions before we get out of here. One, the amount of those fucking young douchebags that are out there, how bad are they ruining things around where you are? Like, we have the Williamsburg people out here in New York. They're all these hipsters and shit. Is it that bad in Detroit?
Yes, it's bad because what you get is, how it always starts out as they call it underground, which means
alternative comics.
Nobody's paying them.
Yeah,
underground, and then so I don't know how you can be underground when you finally develop a crowd. That whole fucking thing bothers me. Underground, it's comedy. There's no underground. No. You're either doing it, people are paying to see you, or not.
The thing that bothers me the most about them is most of them are doing it because they don't want to be paid. Because this is my passion.
Oh yeah.
I had a young I can't even say he's young. He was fucking 30, divorced with kids, and he left his family behind. And he's like, no, I would just rather sit here and tell jokes because I enjoy doing it. I'm like, dude, this is, like you said, this is show business. Dave. I'm like, yeah. He's like, I hate capitalism. I don't need to make money. I'm like, but you have a family. Like,
you got child support, asshole. Send some money.
No, he doesn't pay it. He doesn't care. He's like, no.
Wow. And I would assume the ultimate goal for you guys is like you love comedy so much and you love doing it that you want to be able to do it all the time. And to do that, you need to make money.
Yeah. Well, this is the thing.
That's exactly it.
The conundrum is
gets you to the next town if you don't do it for money.
And you can't work a full-time job
and do it for money very often if you're not funny. And so you gotta give a shit, and you gotta give a shit about the art of it. I'm not gonna be one. I just criticized Jim Carrey for being in his Hollywoodness. I'm so far from that monetarily and attitudinally, but you just have to care about what you're saying and and the art of putting a joke together. It's like people don't come out to watch you try.
Yeah.
They need you to succeed.
To watch you bash the whole fucking country for like an hour. I'm like, let's stop it. We got it. You don't like this shit. All right, no, tell a joke. No, tell a joke.
Right.
All right, yeah, Trump sucks.
Bash
Let's go.
president,
Fucking move on. Bash Trump, move on. Let's fucking get a joke in
Yeah,
here.
you can throw one or two in, but yeah, don't make that your whole act.
Yeah, there's way too many of these younger comics out there that they hate racism. Trump sucks.
Yeah,
that's going to be my act.
I remember years ago, the first thing I ever saw Russell Brand do was like, a whole act on Bush.
Yeah,
on GW, and I'm like, I cannot. Yeah, you can make a few funny jokes, but you can't do a whole set on.
You're not even American.
He's a weirdo.
You know?
Yeah.
I heard him on like Opie and Anthony talking about like a revolution. I was like,
he is a weird
dude. Even fucking like the lead singer of the Sex Pistols came out and said you're a fucking retard.
To him?
Yeah, man.
To Russell Brand.
Johnny Rotten. Yeah, Johnny Rotten.
Yeah, no, he's a. I don't like him at all.
I tried watching an interview. He was interviewing a blind boy from the Rubber Bandits, and I love Blind Boy, but Russell Brand just ruined. Yeah, Russell Brand was like interviewing him. Like Russell Brand just made it terrible. He was just being a dick to him, and I was like, oh, I can't watch this.
Yeah, I have no time or tolerance for comics who've made it that are going to look down at others that are still trying, or they're giving other people shit. It's like, you know what? You're in the business of being funny. Fucking be funny.
Right.
Yeah.
Just be, and if you're the kind of comic, if you're a Bill Hicks wannabe and you want to throw in social commentary, hell yeah. I mean, there's places and times for all different kinds of comedy. But, don't be an asshole.
I say the same about musicians, though. Yeah, you're Bono. We don't need to hear your political.
No, but even with comedy, you have George Carlin, and people want to be like that, but they're not funny doing it.
Nobody can pull it off like he.
Like, that's what made him funny. He made you laugh at the fucked up situation that was in front of everybody.
And how
whether
he
it was a Democrat or a Republican, they were all assholes, and they're screwing us. And you're not paying attention, you moron.
And
it's
broke
like,
down,
wow, you're right.
Some complex shit. He broke down some complex shit in the simplest of terms. Like,
that's why he's the fucking man.
Yeah.
And he spent decades doing that and honing that and throwing the funny in at the same time. And I don't know if you guys agree with me on this, but I thought that George was very bitter at the end.
Yeah, he definitely
he wasn't going to laugh so much as a little bit of a club over the head.
Oh yeah,
but he earned that right to do that.
Yes.
Dude, he was doing it since the 50s. He was allowed to do that in 2010.
Yup.
So Bob, we actually got to wrap this up because we got to interview superstar the Lamborghini for 30 minutes.
He's got more Philly antics to tell us, but where can everybody find you, Bob?
Oh, this weekend I'm in a place called Leo's Comedy Corner in Windsor, Ontario, Canada.
Nice.
I'm going to be on the Artie Lang and Anthony Cumia show December 14th in New York.
Damn, nice.
That's awesome.
I'll be on there for a couple hours, and I don't have my calendar up, so I don't know the other live shows. But anyway, check me out on Twitter, Bob the Suit, whatever. It'd be nice to get a follow.
Awesome,
Definitely.
Bob.
All right, guys. Nice talking to you.
You too. Have a great Christmas.
Thank you. Same to you.
Thank you.
Bye-bye.